Hi, I'm Michael Warshauer, and I want to take the next few minutes to talk to you about holiday travel. During the Thanksgiving holiday, more than 39 million Americans are going to travel over 50 miles. Now, when we use the highways more, we obviously are exposing ourselves to more dangers on the highway, and I want to talk to you a little bit about how you can be safer on this holiday weekend, and in fact, on all holiday weekends. On a normal Thanksgiving weekend, we can expect about 798 people to die. That's really horrible. In fact, 431 Americans died on Thanksgiving Day alone just last year. 40% of these crashes are related to drunken driving. It makes sense. There's Tuesday night, people have a party. Wednesday night, people have a party. Thursday, Friday. So there's more Saturday or weekend type nights that we have to be careful about when we're on the roads. If people are going to be driving drunk, they're going to potentially have wrecks with us. So all of us need to keep a special lookout for those who are intoxicated and make sure that we are driving defensively. Additionally, we need to be careful ourselves and not drink while we're driving. There are 20% more fatalities, believe it or not, between 5 and 7 p.m. during the Thanksgiving week than at any other time. Well, let's think about why that's probably true. People are in a rush. They want to get home. They want to get home. They want to get to where they're going. We all need to avoid that. But we as drivers need to keep in mind that other people will be in a rush, and we need to be particularly careful with how we drive defensively. There's one other thing that's interesting about Thanksgiving weekend, and in fact November in general. It is the height of the year for deer mating season. And in the South, that's a big deal. In fact, throughout the nation, that's a big deal. A deer can weigh a couple hundred pounds, and if it gets in your path or you try to dodge it, it really can be a bad day for all concerned. So here's what I want you to think about. This is what Warshauer Law Group wants you to think about, and it's things that we've learned in our more than 30 years of practicing law and representing people who've been seriously injured by cars and trucks and other events that happen on the highways. Number one, wear your seatbelt. Number two, drive sober. Don't text. Don't respond to emails while you're driving. It can wait. Make sure your kids are in child seats. It doesn't matter what age they are. It's what size they are that matters. And if you have a small child, make them ride that car seat the extra year. If you get in a wreck, everyone in your family will be thankful for that. If you have small children, they really don't belong in the front seat. Airbags, while a very valuable safety feature, can decapitate a small child. So have your small children in the back seats. Make sure you know where you're going. People who are lost swing over to the exit ramp at the very last second. They're going to swing into your path, or you're going to swing into their path. That causes accidents. So slow down, know where you're going, and if the exit's coming up too fast, go to the next exit. They can wait for you. Make sure your car is safe. Make sure your tires are in good condition, particularly with rainy weather or snowy weather. You're going to need to have good tread. Make sure your car has not been recalled. You know, one of the things we're hearing about in the fall of 2014 is GM ignition switches and Takata airbags. Check and see if your car has either of those. If they do, take another car. Don't put yourself or your family at risk. We learned in Atlanta last year to always be prepared for snow jam. So make sure that you have in your car some basic items that will allow you to be comfortable for a few hours if you get caught in a bad traffic jam caused by weather. At the same time, I want you to keep in mind that automobiles can be death traps with carbon monoxide if you run them too long without the windows open. So be careful about that. Watch for other traffic. I particularly hope that you'll watch out for trucks. We do a lot of tractor-trailer litigation here at the Warshauer Law Group, and we know that an 80,000-pound vehicle driven by a man or woman who is anxious to get home for the holidays, who perhaps has violated the hours of service law and is distracted and fatigued can be a real danger for you and everyone around you. Stay out of their way. Assume that they don't know what they're doing on this day more than others and on this holiday more than others. They are in a rush. Look out for drunks. As I said at the beginning of this little talk, there are going to be a lot more people intoxicated this weekend and in any holiday weekend than there are generally, and you need to look for them. Look for weaving, look for excessively slow, look for excessively fast, and stay out of their way. One last thing before I conclude this talk, and that is I want to encourage you to get uninsured or underinsured motorist coverage. It always amazes us here at the Warshauer Law Group that our clients will carry $300,000, $500,000, even $1 million of coverage to protect people who they hurt, while at the same time being horribly underinsured for the uninsured motorist who caused them injury. Keep in mind there does seem to be a correlation between uninsured and underinsured people and people who have a tendency to drive intoxicated. So call your agent and get as much uninsured or underinsured motorist coverage as you can buy. It really is very inexpensive, and it can be a great protection for you and your family. Lastly, I want you to have a good holiday, but if tragedy does strike you, your family, or your friends, we hope you will call us. We are ready. This is what we do, and we love helping people.